This is Jamie Drummond for Good Food Revolution. I'm here on a very sunny Wednesday afternoon with none other than Mr. Scott Vivian, a chef very well known to Toronto who is just about to open his own establishment. Scott, tell me a little bit about yourself and what you're just about to do, because we're very excited.
Well, I've been in Toronto now for about 4 years, and definitely was time to break off and do my own thing. My wife and I, my wife's a pastry chef, and myself being the back of the house savory chef. And we really wanted to do something in Toronto where we could let people know exactly what we were about. Making really good tasting food, but without pretension, and having a lot of fun doing it as well. So when the space at Amuse Bouche opened up for lease, it seemed like the right situation for the two of us to take over our first place.
Now, your new spot is entitled Beast. Tell me a little bit about why it's called that.
It's funny how it came about. I guess every restaurateur goes through the situation of trying to figure out what you're going to do when you open your place. What are you going to call it? What's the concept going to be? And for us, it was something as simple as we were laying in bed one night and we had already decided that we were definitely going to move forward with taking over the place.
And then Rochelle just said, "You're a beast." And you thought,
that's basically what happened. You know, we threw out a lot of names. A lot of them were fancy sounding, nice sounding names. Some international names that probably would have pigeonholed us into being considered a specific cuisine if we went with that Spanish name or that Italian name. So she actually asked me how you say beast in Italian, and I don't think I ever told her how you say beast in Italian. I just said, actually, I think that's what we should call it, and we both were convinced right away and went with it.
So what kind of restaurant is Beast going to be?
It's tough to say. I think part of our concept is to kind of do what we do and allow Torontonians to kind of decide for themselves what kind of restaurant they want it to be. We know that we're going to strive for very comfortable, attentive service. With my wife, not only doing the pastries but running the front of the house, and for me, it's really important to concentrate on the local food aspect, but to show people that there are different types of cuisines that you can cook using local ingredients from Ontario.
Such as what kind of cuisine would you be speaking about there? Is this going back to your history of where you've been in the past? And I know you were looking at the kind of southern aspect. Is that something that will be playing a major role in this new menu?
There'll definitely be some southern items on there. It's not going to be a main focus, but there are certain ingredients that we use in Ontario that I find really excel from the preparation of doing them southern style.
For example?
Our amazing chickens that we get in Ontario. I think that as beautiful as the free-range chickens that we get from places like Cumbres and some of our other suppliers, there's nothing better than soaking them in buttermilk overnight, breading them, and deep frying them. So fun, playful things like that. I don't know if we'll actually do a fried chicken as opposed to maybe like a fried quail or a pheasant or something like that, and do my take on fried chicken and waffles. But I also my background is Italian and Indian, so I don't dabble as much in the Indian style of things, but I do enjoy to do Mediterranean flavors like Spain, Italy, and even into North Africa, Morocco, and Tunisia.
Oh, interesting. Now, when are you slated to open?
We're shooting for June 10th.
Okay, and how is the process of opening a new restaurant? How is that happening for you? Is it a stressful thing? I mean, right? I just noticed you had a big bump on your head there.
So far, that's the worst thing that's happened. So knock on wood. Let's hopefully we keep it that way. It's been great. It's been a lot of fun. At times, definitely overwhelming. But we're really enjoying ourselves. We're putting our heart and soul into everything that we're doing, and hopefully that stands out when people come and dine in our home.
And what kind of wine program are you thinking of putting together there?
I'm gonna do wines that I enjoy drinking, and hopefully that kind of
so mainly
goes
white,
over well.
Mainly white Zinfandel.
White Zinfandel, yeah, exactly. Rosés mixing the leftovers of my red wine and my white wine together. I'd like to keep it small and boutique-y, 5 whites, 5 reds. Definitely, it's important to me to highlight some Ontario wines, but also I tend to enjoy old world wines, so I'll definitely be having some old world wines on the menu as well.
Now, where would you say that your personal inspiration behind the building of this menu comes from?
Personal inspiration, wow. I would say my parents. My parents have always been big into food, and they've always made it a big part of my sister and I's life. And
your sister I met in Montreal, is it not?
Yeah. So it's fun to kind of build upon that, but still keep it really enjoyable, fun, playful food. I like to take traditional dishes and put my twist on them.
Now, how would people? Do you have a website as of yet, or is that something you're putting together? How would people find out more about your restaurant?
The website's under construction right now. It's www.thebeastrestaurant.com.
So it's The Beast as opposed to just Beast?
Yeah. That's one of the trials and tribulations of opening up a restaurant. We purchased our domain name, and which was different than the one that we have now. The company that we purchased it from then forgot to reserve it for us, put it back on the market after 7 days, and somebody else bought it and now is holding it ransom for us. So we decided, instead of paying this person ungodly amounts of money just to have the domain name that we originally wanted, we're just going to go out on and do something different.
Now, with you being a bit of a stud muffin in the restaurant business in North America, would you mind removing your glasses so we can see your beautiful eyes?
Absolutely.
It's a very sunny day here.
It's bright outside.
So it must be very exciting for you. Like, if I were opening my place, I'd be wetting my pants right now. It looks as if you're pretty happy right now. I've never seen a bigger smile on your face.
I am definitely enjoying myself. The pants are damp at times, but for the most part, it's what I've always wanted to do. And every day I have to remind myself that no matter how difficult it gets and how much time has to go into it, this has been always the ultimate goal.
Well, we're going to be checking in with you once every probably about 3 or 4 months to see how the project's going.
Fantastic.
I wish you all the very best with your opening, and thank you very much for joining us at Good Food Revolution.
Thank you.